And I'll tell you guys, the single biggest thing that showed me the quality of woman she was and that I could trust her, and then I knew she wasn't a gold digger, because it really showed she was the opposite of a gold digger. And I don't know how much, I've shared this with you a little bit, but I'm not sure I've ever expressed how big a deal this was to me.
Right.
Welcome in to another episode of Foreigner Loves
Filipina!
But I'm not sure I've ever expressed how big a deal this was to me.
Right.
So when I went the second time to the Philippines and we got engaged, okay, so I bought her a nice ring. I think it's roughly a carat diamond and platinum ring. So it's a nice ring, and I took it. Now she has tiny fingers, and I could not. I literally got the smallest standard size ring you can buy, and I still knew it was going to be too big. So I gave it to her. We got engaged and all that. Okay, well it would not stay in her hand, and so we got string and wrapped it around there like you often do when a ring's too big, and she would wear it that way. Mm-hmm. Well, when I was getting ready to leave, she was very concerned about the ring, and let me finish my story, and then you can express why you were concerned, because I think I know why you're concerned, but I'm not certain. But she was concerned about the ring and her keeping the ring. So she said, why don't you take this ring back with you to America where it'll be safe? And I felt good about that, but also I was like, wait a minute, I bought you this ring, and she didn't want to keep the ring in America. So she said, why don't we go to Naval, which is her closest city, and you can buy me a cheap ring that I can wear until I come to America. And I was like, fantastic. So we went, we bought a ring, and I think it was less than $50.
Yeah, it's like 700 pesos, so that would be $13 or $15,
it was 13, like a $13 ring.
$13.
Okay? And she was as happy as she could be. And even the jeweler had told her when she took the ring in, the jeweler was, whoa. So I remember she goes, he must really love you, because obviously the ring she had was huge.
That jewelry guy commented that, oh, this is a nice diamond ring. You can keep it. He keeps telling me, keep it. Why do you need to give it to him back?
Yeah. So I bought her the $13 ring, and she wore that it ended up being over 2 years because COVID happened. And I had the ring back here. And that really showed me more than words could have ever showed me that she was in this for the right reason. She obviously could have kept that ring, and then if things had broken up, sell it, and she could have made a lot of money. But that was a huge green flag to me, that this is a good woman who's not in it for the money. And obviously it wasn't something I planned, but it kind of happened naturally. But when it happened, it meant a big deal to me. Now, you tell why you were concerned about the ring and what your thoughts on all that
are. I didn't even know that it means a lot to him, because that's like me. That's my normal, the way I said it to him, the way I showed it to him, that's me. That's basically, there's no fake at it. Because if I really wanted that ring, I will keep it and then just, give up on him and then just steal it. Because the jewelry guy already told me that it's a nice diamond ring, it's so expensive, it's, things like that. But I still did not listen to whatever it is, because I don't care. Even if it's the expensive diamond I have, if I'm just gonna lose it, and then, because I love Darryl that time already, so much, and I don't wanna think that if I'm gonna lose this ring, and he really pay for it, and this is really means a lot to him, and he showed my love to this ring. I just don't wanna lose everything what I have, because I feel like it's those are the promise ring, because you proposed to me that time, right? I feel like that's already a forever ring, and I don't want to just disvalue it. So that's why I feel like I think better way to just let Darryl keep it, and then of course I know that he's serious about me because he proposed to me, so I'm sure I'm gonna be in America and he will replace my fake ring into this my original ring. So yeah, it's not like I'm faking it. It's like normally like.
Oh, you clearly
that
weren't
time,
faking it. You clearly weren't faking it. I mean, so was
But I
you?
just think about it now, like I feel like I don't really like think about it. I just that's just like my normal thing. Yeah.
So I guess the one thing that to this day I guess I'm not certain I really know the answer to was your concern in keeping the ring. Was it you were concerned you were going to lose the ring, or were you more concerned that it would get stolen somehow if someone saw you with the ring, or did you feel like you'd be unsafe walking around your province wearing this big ring? Or
It's not really. I feel like I'm just afraid that I'm gonna lose the ring because it's loose in my hand, and even if there's how do you call that? Like
String.
the string in it, I still just don't feel safe. That because I don't know. I just value that ring so much. I feel like those rings are like the love of Darryl, and I don't wanna,
Well then,
lose it. So.
well then there's the whole story, guys, of how I proposed, and we've never really shared that story. You want to talk about that a little bit? How much battery we got? This could be another whole episode.
Yeah.
All right, we'll share a little bit about that. So when I proposed, how far back do we go on this? All right. So I had a plan to propose to her. We were in Surigao. We were going island hopping, and I rented a private boat. And my plan was that we were going to go when we went island hopping, and when we got to this one island, they were going to be making us lunch. Her and I climbed to the summit of where there was like an overlook on, it's not a big mountain, but a small hill you went to the top of. And our cook was going to be at the bottom cooking, and that when we came back, we would eat lunch, and I was going to get out on the beach and get on the knee, and I was going to propose there on the beach. So we climbed the hill we had a little guy, a little boy really, that took us up there. And we got to the top, and it was beautiful. We took pictures, and we climbed some palm trees. It had the palm trees that are kind of semi-horizontal, a little bit of incline that you could walk up onto and sit on, and then the guide would take pictures of us. And so we did that, and we got up there. I had my backpack on, and the ring was in the backpack, and I had a bunch of water in there. And so we get up there. Well, she walks up that tree like it's nothing, and I, me and my fat ass, I'm like waddling up there, and I'm barely able to keep my balance, and having the backpack that was pretty heavy with water didn't help. Well, we finally sit down, and we're taking pictures, and I can't remember exactly why it happened. I think you were getting up or something. Anyhow.
No, when you're trying to sit, because that our tour guide wanted to take a picture of the both of us, and then you're trying to sit, and then apparently when you try to sit, you kind of like
so I'm trying to sit, and I lose my balance, and the weight from my backpack kind of ends up pulling me back. I got a little off center, and then I could kind of just feel my backpack pulling me back, and I fell literally straight backwards. The fact that I did not get hurt was absolutely amazing. Luckily, I kind of fell on my shoulders instead of directly on my neck, but it was close. And so, anyhow, I wasn't hurt, but I was pretty stunned. And we finished taking pictures up there, and we hiked back down. And our chef was there making lunch. And so I start digging through the backpack, trying to find the engagement ring. And of course, she doesn't know any of this, of course. And I find the box in the bottom of the bag, and it's just crushed, and the ring wasn't in it. And I was freaking out. And I start, trying to go through the bag, trying to find it, but I didn't want to pull anything out of the bag because I was afraid in doing that, I might pull the ring out and it could fall in the sand. I might never find it. And so I never could find the ring. I finally decided the best thing to do is just to close this up and punt and
do it another time.
Do it another time. So she knew none of this, and so We had lunch, we finished island hopping, we went back to the room that night, and then when she went to take a shower, I started pulling out the bag. I did find the ring, and so I didn't get to propose what I wanted. So we literally got down to the last day before we were going to be leaving. Actually, I think we were going to be going to your parents' house. And so it was the last day before we were going to be going to her parents' house. And as luck would have it rained all day. And we were taking a canoe trip down, what was the name of that river?
Musing River.
Yeah,
I remember that.
M-A-S-I-N, right?
M-A-S-I-N.
Yeah. And so we take this guy down, and I decided, well, I'm going to have to propose here. And so he takes us kind of to the end point. We get out, there's a little hole, a swimming hole there. We're swimming, it's pouring down rain. And I get the guy who was our guide. I tell him, listen, I need you to take some pictures. And I have pictures, but they're terrible. I mean, we're like tiny little specks in the giant picture. I mean, you even blow them up, you can't hardly see us. But he was not much of a photographer. But so literally sitting on the side of the bank while in the water, I proposed to her and I hand her the ring, and I'm scared to death that we're going to drop this ring into the river. And of course, she doesn't know what the, ring's worth. She doesn't know any of that. And obviously they don't normally get a nice
ring. Well, because I know to myself that I'm not gonna let go of the ring, or I'm not gonna, but he was.
I was scared to death that she was gonna drop that ring in the river.
Because when I was like happy, I was kind of like folding my, that time just for the ring to just.
I wish we had it on video, but the whole situation like I said, the photos we had.
I don't even think that you're gonna propose like in that river.
Well,
there's some water.
That wasn't the plan. It was pouring down. Well, I don't know, pouring. It was raining. It had been pouring earlier. We were soaking wet. So anyhow, the whole thing about her concern about losing the ring. Just a few days earlier when I proposed, I was really scared about losing the ring in the river. But
I know that time that he's gonna propose to me on that trip, because he keeps, when he was still here in America, he kept asking me his ring size. So, but I thought that he's gonna propose to me when he and I were be with my family.
Yeah, apparently that was a misstep, guys. I didn't. Obviously, I understand the Filipino culture better now than I did before. She was like, well, why didn't you propose to me in front of my family? That would have been a lot better. And I guess I did it to the traditional American way, which is kind of a romantic thing where it's just the two of you. That's more the traditional American way. I mean, sometimes family's there, but a lot of times family participates or knows you're doing it, but they're not necessarily there when you actually do it. But and there she was like, well, why didn't you ask me once we got to my family?
Yeah, I don't know. I just want my family to be part of it.